Hello BNIers, hello world. I'm Psaroudakis and I'm the owner of Creative People in Greece and Britain and a proud member of BNI Athena. I'm here today to talk about some key points we should not forget regarding disaster recovery planning. Disaster recovery is a hot potato during Corona times as COVID-19 puts all our plans and businesses to a stress test. A very little about me and my company. I'm an IT professional, educated in Greece, UK, and the States, having a long experience in information and technology, what we shortly call after IT. Creative People is an IT managed service provider covering business IT support, maintenance, and IT security. Creative People has a strong R&D background that comes from its involvement with NATO and EU-funded research and development projects on the security and electronic warfare areas. This know-how is transferred to our customer infrastructures in the need of providing creative IT solutions that protect and work proactively for our customers. In today's session, I will talk about the need of having a disaster recovery plan on those tough times of coronavirus, especially for your IT infrastructure. Disaster recovery is the core of any business continuity plan, and as the incident evolves, is the most important part of the procedure of getting back to business. All business continuity plans define the purpose, the scope, and the objectives of the plan. They also pinpoint how people or departments interact with each other. In addition, business continuity plans define the resource requirements and information flow along with the tasks need to be performed under certain circumstances. All the above should be documented so as not to lose time when the disaster happens. Imagine you're living the disaster. You should not think of how you will do it. You should act by following steps, and after the event ends, you should evaluate what you did. Therefore, think and plan before you act. The main elements of any recovery plan are the resources needed, covering money, people, equipment, everything. The responsibilities assigned, the recovery steps for critical activities, the sequence and complete description of all tasks, who must be notified and when, contact information of all persons involved in the plan, and of course, what is the minimum acceptable result of each step and the plans as a whole. Every step has its own recovery time objective. We often call this RTO. The faster we can recover, the better it is. Time is always against us, and especially in the crisis. What are the challenges within a disaster recovery plan? First of all, there's no fixed recipe. There are only guidelines. You have to customize your disaster recovery plan according to the business nature and tailor it to your actual needs. This means you must complete a business impact analysis in which you should think of as many tough and extreme situations that should be covered in your plan. Identify which business processes are critical and put a recovery time objective on each one of them. Cross-check you have put all you need to include and not everything you have. Everything means maintenance and recovery cost, and a higher money cost can make a disaster recovery plan fail while being implemented. You definitely don't want this to happen, especially while you're in the crisis. I will share a little secret with you. Disaster recovery planning is a job for business owners, not just employees, nor just consultants or ITs. You are the master of your business. You should listen to everybody's opinion and then decide. If it fails, it failed, and you failed. No matter what you do, you lost, and you may have lost everything. And as you manage your money resources, and most of us don't have unlimited, you have to take for granted that you cannot have it all. You need to think this as a rope game. You win some, you lose some. Your plan may gain in functionality, but you may lose in cost or in RTO. The company's management, with the help of its employees or consultants, need to identify which risks the organization is going to mitigate. IT system outage, fire, burglary, COVID-19 outbreak. I cannot think of anyone that could have been prepared for that. Last but not least, the biggest of all challenges is the people. In all the above scenarios, we have one common parameter: people. Personnel is the biggest challenge for any plan, not only disaster recovery plans. Is it going to be a human mistake? Is it going to be a violation? Let's take a look at it a bit. Human mistakes increase as we're not focused or not paying attention to detail. Work from home is tough. Personnel unavailability is an issue, and anxiety combined with frustration brings up more and more mistakes. We had a customer of ours working from home, and its personnel accidentally deleted valuable customer data without even knowing. Why? Because he experienced a family crisis while working from home. There were others that, for similar reasons, opened links contained in phishing emails, resulting in a ransomware incident. Tough. According to a 2019 report from Verizon, 32% of data breaches involve phishing. This means that those data breaches were resulted after people being tricked. Phishing is clearly a human mistake, and during the coronavirus times we have a lot. Why? Because people don't pay attention to detail. They're trying to do everything fast so to get back to what they were doing or babysit their children. This is human. Right before the lockdown in Greece, we put our customers to a test. We sent out a phishing email regarding the COVID-19 lockdown, pretending to be the Greek Ministry of Health. We did that to raise awareness and prepare our customers' employees. Fortunately, for the ones who clicked on the link, our website appeared, providing useful information on how to distinguish a legit email to a phishing one. Another fact: more than 21% of our customers' users clicked on the link, and imagine that most of them had related training in the beginning of the year. Some unofficial stats from our logging: during the COVID-19 times until now, we have a daily increase of 210% in attacks of all kinds against customer IT infrastructures. Phishing emails reception has increased by 150%. Ransomware incidents increased by 133%. Almost all of them are caught before reaching the end user, but systems may fail, and especially when attackers increase and they use new weapons. Most of the times, successful attacks end to system lockdown. Corona increased ransomware turnover, and I'm really waiting to get hands on more statistics when this thing ends. So be alert. Prepare your plan as if you were going to war, because this is war. Take encrypted backups and store them off premises. Make additional cloud backups, especially for crucial files or databases. Constantly monitor for backup process outcome and test your backups at least once a year. A backup that can't be restored is almost useless. Engage people, make them care, and understand how important this is for the continuity of their job. Every business continuity plan and disaster recovery needs its heroes, but it's not always the ITs. It's also the ones who fund those plans and moreover take the decision to put a line on what will be served and what will not in the alike scenario of an emergency, just like COVID-19 times, that can be easily combined with a data loss or breach. This hero is you. Creative people and I are at your disposal to discuss, put in place, and test a disaster recovery plan that will suit your needs. Thank you for your time. Stay safe, stay sane, and remember, givers gain, especially in Corona times.